Here's why Sigma INFJ males seek the path of the lone wolf even though the world is strongly against it. To briefly understand the Sigma male personality, let's make an analogy like this. If you often watch a movie, suppose the alpha male is the king and his court is made up of only beta males, then we can say the Sigma male is the wandering bard or wanderer who often comes to see the king. He might get to dine with the king. It's possible that the king has a good opinion of him, and the king sees him as equal. Even if not many people know about his actions or successes, he can still earn immense respect and admiration. At no point does he take a wife. Instead, he is making out with some of the most beautiful women in the king's court before rushing off to continue his quest as quickly as he came. This is how you describe the Sigma male in the movie. What makes them like that, though? It's because they have gained knowledge and conquered their fears. Not every man can do this. They're in a league of their own, because they're brave and strong like no one else. Also, Sigma has to deal with something that most people don't have to be alone in every way possible. Most people would fall down at the thought. Because their goals and interests are so high, they spend almost the whole day by themselves. They just don't think it's right to talk about such things with regular people. Well, you might not be quite there yet, even though you identify yourself as a Sigma male. Of course, Sigma males reach their hey after countless conquests and sufferings, and they face all of them on their own. So, here's why Sigma INFJ males tend to seek the path of the lone wolf despite the many dangers and adversities. But first, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I also invite you to help us spread the word about our channel by sharing this video with your friends and family. Join this channel and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss any of the new videos that are uploaded. Let's begin. 1. They want to improve their self-esteem and self-confidence. To be themselves when they're around other people is impossible for Sigma INFJ males. They're continuously judged, and, on top of that, their mental well-being is questioned. What's up with all the snarls? It frustrates Sigma men to no end, but they maintain their tolerance and patience in the face of these meaningless inquiries. Sigma males. The problem is that it may also affect their self-image and how they see themselves. They have to work hard to retain their self-confidence because so many people in their lives are constantly questioning them. They realize that being allowed to live their lives on their own terms provided them with more confidence. In any event, being alone doesn't mean they're attempting to hide from the rest of the world. It just demonstrates that they want to build up their self-confidence to the point where they are no longer reliant on others for their happiness. 2. Being on their own motivates them to work more. In spite of the fact that group efforts are constantly promoted innovation and teamwork, Sigma INFJ males believe that participation in group efforts can be a distraction. Multitaskers are adored by the general public, but they don't think it that way. In addition to reducing productivity and quality, it also has the ability to divert their attention from a certain project. Trying to juggle too many things at once can significantly impact a person's productivity. Since it diverts their focus, this is not a good thing for them to do. So when it comes to big tasks, Sigma INFJs tend to prefer to work alone and do their 100% for this one before jumping to another. Even if it means going against the grain or breaking the rules in order to attain what they want, they still prefer it that way. Concentrating on one project at a time might reduce the number of distractions that sabotage productivity. Even if they lack the resources to complete a project, they may come up with something if they keep their focus intact. Rather than feeling empty while surrounded by other people, they would prefer to be by themselves and enjoy that feeling of contentment. When they're unable to spend uninterrupted time alone, it may be useful for them to take a break from just digital involvement for a while. 3. It's important for them to see the fruits of their labor. Sigma males will never be able to reach their full creative potential if they're surrounded by unreasonable critics. External influences can only help to limit their potential because they're driven by envy, preconceived conceptions, or prejudice. It's because of this that they don't succumb to the anxiety that comes with being unique. To them, it's not a big deal to be different in their own unique manner, even if it means living life on their own for a while. Being alone can help them develop their creative side. If this is the case, perhaps they'll discover a previously undisclosed ability that they were unable to develop because they spent so much time with their coworkers who were critical. 4. They don't want the outside world to affect their decision-making process. When faced with the truth that some people are unreasonable and inconsistent, the Sigma INFJ males realize that they must follow their own rules and principles. They will try all in their power to avoid allowing others to influence their thoughts, judgments, and self-perceptions. Every day, they would remind themselves that no one else's beliefs, priorities, motives, or aspirations mattered more than their own. This is due to the fact that they believe that only their own perspective mattered. While Sigma INFJ males may be perceived as conceited and ignorant, they're simply trying to shield their minds from harmful influences that could harm their sense of self-worth and worldview. 5. Being alone eventually improves their relationships with others. Men who identify as Sigma INFJs place a high value on their meaningful relationships. Although there may appear to be a conflict of interest between their need to be alone and their desire to develop their relationships, they've been doing this for all the right reasons. First, they believe that prioritizing one's own needs will enable one to better serve the needs of those around them. In the event that they're unable to deal with their internal turmoil and conflicts, they may end up projecting those feelings onto their closest friends and family. To put it another way, people who lack self-respect can't expect others to have the same respect for them. Both their social and romantic connections could be negatively impacted in the long term as a result. A strong support system is essential for their well-being, and embracing their solitude could help them become better individuals who appreciate their connections even more. 6. They become more empathic when they walk the path of the lone wolf. It doesn't necessarily mean for the Sigma INFJ males to get more isolated from the world by simply going through their life alone. Instead, it encourages a deeper and more emotional level of connection between them and others. Spending more time alone may help individuals get a deeper understanding of the people in their lives, especially those they are less familiar with. If they have a higher level of empathy, they're better able to communicate with others in a meaningful and purposeful way. Because they can put themselves in the shoes of others, they can better understand themselves. Knowing what others are thinking, feeling, and experiencing helps them respond and act in a way that is appropriate to the situation. I'm confident that my brief explanation will be of benefit to you. If you have anything to add, please do so in the video's comments section. Join this channel and turn on the bell icon to make sure you don't miss any future videos it posts. Sincerely, thank you for your attention.